Hello. Today I've upgraded to iTunes 11. In fact, I did this yesterday. Sorry if you can hear the fan on my laptop. It's very loud because it's very old. Anyway, I'm just going to be looking at iTunes 11 and kind of pointing out why you should avoid upgrading to it, because I regret upgrading now. So let's just navigate to the home. And I'll just unclick that. And I'm just gonna hide the sidebar. Right, so this is what you come to on default once you've installed it. It's gonna display albums by default and in the usual kind of grid manner like this. However, you'll notice that the zoom feature, if you want the icons bigger, is gone. You go into view options. All you can do is sort by. So that's reason number one. Secondly, this grid view has disappeared from artists, and it's now this strange scroll system like on an iPod or something. It's not unusable, but if you go onto albums, I can scroll through here and see all the pictures, and that's quite nice. Whereas if on artists, I only get these little previews, these tiny previews here, and also there's no, like if you hover over it, it's not going to display all the album covers, and I just missed that. So if you go into view options in artist, you've got the artwork size, but that only displays once if you've selected an artist, and there's no gridding here. So say for instance, find something, I don't know what I'll play. Let's play some Iggy Pop. So yeah, they've got this new thing here, and then this, you look at the song and you think, oh, I'll play that, hit that button. No, that's not play. This is like add to next. So whereas before you might be able to play it, it's still double click to play, I think. Yeah, double click that, opens up and plays, but that's kind of a bit misleading. This is their new add to feature, so this is about just making a playlist for now. That's the kind of good thing about it, I guess, but there are some downsides and things I found already. I'll cover a few good things. I like gallery. I'm not sure if that's new though, because I didn't really explore iTunes 10 that much, and some artists will come up with like little pictures of them doing like live gigs and whatever. So yeah, this is my main hate for iTunes 11, is the lack of grid in the all artists one. Also in albums, let's just say, let's pretend it's like the grid from before. This is in artists, for instance. There used to be a feature where if you hovered over, the play icon would appear here, and then you could press it, one click, play that song. Because for me, I have a lot of artists where I've just got one song, and it's kind of cool to just hit one play, click. Now I've got click the album, and then go and find this play icon, and then click it. So that's kind of made that thing about it a bit more long-winded. But as you just saw, this album thing, this is kind of cool. In terms of like seeing the album, this isn't a good album to look at. What it's meant to do is kind of blend in the album artwork, and it takes all the colours off it, so you can see it proper. So it's taken the green off the smash hits there, and the orange off the smash hits, and it's blended the black in even with that, and that works well for a lot of albums with black in them. See, it's all black and white, and that looks kind of cool blended. Or don't know what craft it looks like. Does it look red and black? Yeah, red and white. Or that'll be red and orange and white. So that's kind of cool. But that feature again sort of only works with like some albums, and they look kind of cool. And then for other albums, it really doesn't fit in that well. I don't know if I can try and find one now. I don't know what Mad Professor looks like. Yeah, so it usually opts to default black if it's not sure. But again, I think it takes the background color of what would be the sky, or the main color of the border. So that would be grey. Yep. But this one you won't be sure. See, it's red. Like, why has it got red from? That should be grey. Yeah, grey. So yeah, that's that feature. I'll stop doing that now. Just letting you have a nose at my audio collection there. But yeah, so the artist, as well as the artist not being on there, the new search function is also not as good. I seem to remember on the old version on 10.7 that if you were searching for an artist, it would eliminate all the artists or all the songs with that word in, and then you could obviously then hover your mouse over and hit the one-click play for that song. Now it comes up with this drop-down menu, kind of like what's it called? I don't know, Spotlight. There we go. But it's not as good. So say I hit heart and I hit enter, it'll take me to all the results, and that's kind of fine. And I can scroll through these and see, oh, I want to play straight on, right? But that's, again, it's a bit more long-winded because the results just don't pop up, you know. So I don't know. Let's just type Beatles in. See, the results come up here, but they're not coming up here. And I missed that from the old one. And there's also another problem with the search where if you want to try and type something in but not completely, so say we're searching for golden earring, I just type golden ear, I'll hit enter, and it will also bring up results with the word golden in. I'm kind of ignoring that fact that I put ear in there as well. So obviously this result, it's alright because there's 3 and that's not many, but for other ones that might be kind of frustrating, the fact that I'd have to type golden earring and hit return just to get that one result. Sorry if I only got that one. I only got the one golden earring song on here at the moment. But you see my point. And sometimes also if you have a search open, see, what's that? Look, I've done the search, I've got golden earring up, I've hit enter and I've got this result. Now I've typed heart, and here's heart, I click it, it just fades away and the result hasn't gone. If I go onto all artists and click that, nothing. How do I go back to all artists? I have to click albums and then click artists to clear that result. That is a ball ache. I'm not sure if that's just a problem with my laptop, but for the record, I'm using Snow Leopard on here at the moment, but there should be no reason why it's not working properly. So that's another problem with the search. And likewise, basically all the views have gone. So songs is this layout with the kind of list, albums is grid, and an artist is this. So there's 3 different things, but you can't set either of those 3 to look like the other 3. And I really like albums to look back to how it was before. I like having the black background with the little curved squares. So I'm probably going to downgrade back to 10.7 if I can without messing anything up. I'll show you the other things as well. Genres. See, I didn't really use these things before. Playlist is kind of like this, but again, playlist, like this is like new here, I think. And this plays like the list view like it was before, but they could have sort of really taken advantage of the grid view, and again had like the old, hover over to see the different album covers arrangement. They've also got rid of cover flow. I didn't really use that ever, so I'm not bothered about that, and I've not read that yet, so I'm just going to ignore that. But yeah, there's 2 main reasons there for kind of avoiding iTunes 11. The grid view is gone on artists. It's now long-winded ball ache to sort of find what you're looking for, and the search doesn't really work properly, which is just shite. So yeah, it's just like this massive list of scrolling, because obviously it puts everything like this. This feature is cool, having a look at the things like this, but it's long-winded because it's not just a one thing, you know. And also, if we go into artists, I'll just show you one more thing. Let's load up a band. What shall we load up? It's been a bit slow. Alright, so let's just go on now. Oh yeah, okay, this is what I was talking about. Sorry. I thought if you double click on a track it wasn't going to play the whole list. What I actually meant was, if you play an album like this, it will only load up the songs from the album in the up next list. So if you say you're at the start of Lagwagon and you want to play from Blaze, it's not there. You actually have to click up here and then play all the things. But that's kind of annoying. Say if I didn't want to listen to Blaze, I just want to start at Double Platinum and play that from there. It's not going to play the other albums, so I've got to play. So now what you've got to do, if you wanted to just play that, you have to double click from Alienate rather than from there. So I think that's just a bit confusing. It's a bit unnecessary, really. And also because these things are like hidden away until you hover over them, it's kind of annoying. And the playlists are over here. In case you didn't know, you have to like drag to get them. And I was showing at the start the view sidebar. That's the old sidebar from before. So that's still there, but yeah, it kind of looks the same, but it's not. And it just got some really random artists on here for many different reasons. But yeah, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough, really. I missed that one-click play from there. And this opening up is cool, but I wish I had the option to just disable it and just play everything from that artist. I don't like looking at album views scrolling like this, because I think I do a few scrolls and think I'm going to be at, D, and I'm still on like B of artists. And yeah, it's just like I like this layout, but I'd like to just click into the artist, not the album, because I've got like it's got like one song, and just because I'm like, I don't know, just bad. So yeah, take that into consideration if you are thinking about upgrading. My advice is to hold back unless this doesn't bother you. But if you've got a big library and especially lots of single track MP3s from an artist, it's just a pain in the ass. Just a pain in the ass. Just don't do it. See ya.